On the very first day of her marriage, the girl was pushed into a deep abyss by her new husband. Luckily, a few dried branches broke her fall and saved her from certain death. When she regained consciousness, she shouted for help toward the top of the chasm, but no one responded. She tried to climb out, but the rock walls were smooth to hold onto, so she began searching for another way out. She tore off a piece of her dress, wrapped the insects inside, and created a simple lantern. Then she noticed melting icicles, and quenched her thirst with the dripping water. As she closed her eyes to enjoy the cool liquid, the icicles above her suddenly began to melt rapidly. A flash of red light appeared, and a monstrous creature fell into the cave with flames. The girl hid silently, barely avoiding its detection. Then she noticed markings carved into the wall, a clothing from previous victims scattered around. She realized she wasn't the first. Other girls had been tricked and sent here as prey. She followed a map left behind in the cave, and learned that someone had once escaped. By heading in a specific direction, soon she reached a narrow shaft, where sunlight poured through, surrounded by crystal formations. Tore her down and wrapped the cloth around her arms and legs. Before starting to climb up, she was determined to survive. But suddenly, a dark shadow appeared at the cave's bottom, and let out a terrifying roar. Startled, the girl slipped and began to fall. The monster opened its mouth wide to catch her, but at the last second, she managed to hook a rock with the crown, and saved herself again. She resumed her clawing. Once she reached the exit, she found herself at the edge of a high cliff, with no way to descend. As she lost hope, a sound of hooves echoed in the distance. She waved her arms and shouted, trying to be noticed. Just then, the monster came flying toward her. Terrified, she backed into a corner, and found a skeleton lying nearby. She suddenly realized, the girl who made the map hadn't escaped after all.